highschoolfootballalabama.com. The Big 95 WHMA and 97.5 FM are proud to be the home of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford.
The High School Football Alabama Scoreboard is also brought to you by Young Oil Company Grub Marts, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Regional Medical Center, Anniston Orthopedics Associates, Keller Williams Real Estate Agent Amber Cotton, Pee Wee Turner Motors, Noble Bank and Trust, Oxford Lumber Company, Dad's Barbecue and Top of the River, the Calhoun County Commission, and Triple T Turf.
The High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on 97.5 FM, the Big 95 WHMA, and highschoolfootballalabama.com.
It is a football Friday night, and you are listening and watching to the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. John Holder with you on a football Friday night, first night of region play in high school football around the state of Alabama. Some exciting games, some shockers, some surprises along the way. We are going to be with you all the way until 12 midnight tonight. Maybe a little bit beyond that, but we're going to shoot to get out of here at 12 midnight. Coming up for the next couple of hours, we're going to have a region rundown. We've got team of the week, we've got player of the week, muscle team, and a whole lot more, all the scores, and a couple of big surprises tonight here on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. A number of ways that you can tune into and watch and listen to the program tonight. And throughout the week, as a matter of fact, all kind of good content. High School Football Alabama. You can catch us on Facebook, watch us live there. You can also go to our High School Football Alabama YouTube channel. You can watch us live there as well. Listen to us on the Big 95.3 FM. Also in the Gadsden area, you can listen to us on 97.5 FM. And let me just tell you, if you are out there, like us on Facebook. We want you to also share on Facebook the link so that folks can watch the program. Also, we want you to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to that. We want you to do all of those things: like, follow, subscribe, share. We're going to be with you all the way until 12 midnight tonight. And we will begin, as always, by going to our Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware scoreboard. We'll give you a lot of scores from around East Alabama tonight. We begin with a big game, and we're going to have a lot more from this game coming up. Number 2 in the state in Class 3A, the Piedmont Bulldogs, on the road at the Sachs High School, the number 10 team in Class 3A, playing at Jack Stewart Field. Piedmont has now won 7 of the last 9 meetings. Piedmont tonight taking command and early command in Class 3A Region 5 as the Bulldogs beat Sachs tonight. I was at that game. Very impressive performance by the Bulldogs as they beat the Sachs Wildcats 28-12. Out at White Plains at Robertson Field, White Plains giving Cleburne County all they wanted, but Cleburne County remains undefeated. The Tigers getting ready for a big showdown with the Munford Lions next week. Cleburne County getting rid of White Plains tonight. They take care of the White Plains Wildcats tonight, 20-3. Also tonight, Lynchfield at Donahoe. We were supposed to be joined by the head coach of the Donahoe Falcons, Mark Sanders. He is under quarantine. He could not even coach in the game tonight, so they were without their head coach. Victory Christian comes in, his former school, and they beat Donahoe tonight, 28-7, the final score from Lynchfield at Donahoe in Anniston. Oxford Yellow Jackets, we've been telling you this team was not as bad as folks have been talking about. Oxford tonight now 1-0 in region play in Class 6A Region 7 as they go to Scottsboro Trammell Stadium tonight. Oxford playing without their starting quarterback, Sam Robertson. He's out hurt. They go to the backup and they win it tonight over the Wildcats 24-7. Big game on the hill at Walter Welborn, the home opener for the Panthers. Big rival game. This was a close game last year that went to overtime on the Creek Bank. Tonight on the hill, Ohatchee picks up game number 1 as they beat Walter Welborn 36-15. Another key game in Class 3A Region 5. Another game I had a chance to check out tonight that was really close. This was a 14-9 game for much of the second half. And that is not a misprint. That is not a typo. We had the number 9 team in 4A, Anniston, the number 9 team in 4A, Jacksonville. Yes, there was a tie this week in the ASWA rankings, and that tie, I guess, was broken. Anniston proclaims themselves as the true number 9 team in the state in 4A. They beat Jacksonville tonight. The Bulldogs remain undefeated 22-9 before a big crowd at Lott Mosby Memorial Stadium in Anniston. Jacksonville breaking an 8-game losing streak. Anniston had lost to Jacksonville 8 straight times, but not tonight. Anniston wins it 22-9 over the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Much more from that game from Lott Mosby Memorial Stadium. The game you heard right here on the Big 95, number 6 Alexandria in 5A opens up region play tonight. Also their first home game of the year at Death Valley at Alexandria. Alexandria beating the Center Point Eagles. This was not really that close. It was a 45-0 at one time. Alexandria playing a lot of second-teamers in the fourth quarter. Center Point made it closer than it really was. Alexandria 45, Center Point 22. Weaver and Glencoe, this game was tied 7-7 in the first half. Should have a final in that game coming from Bearcat Stadium out at Bill Bryan Stadium at Weaver. JCA and Cornerstone playing tonight at Tommy Miller Field in Jacksonville. We are scheduled to be joined by the head coach of the Thunder, Tommy Miller himself, as JCA welcoming in Cornerstone out of Rainsville, looking for a final score on that game. Hoax Bluff tonight rolls into Pleasant Valley. Coach Mike Robertson and the Eagles pick up a win over the Pleasant Valley Raiders 41-0 tonight, and another big game in Class 3A Region 5. This may have been the most exciting game of the night over at Ranburne tonight. Harlan Robinson Field. Ranburne scores late in the game, kicks the extra point, and Ranburne beats Vincent tonight 36-35, the final big win for the Ranburne Bulldogs as they pick up a victory in region play. Lafayette and Randolph County playing down at Bulldog Stadium in Chambers County at Lafayette, still looking for a final on that game. Munford and Hanley. This game is in the second half. Hanley leading Munford 33-10 in the fourth quarter. Should have a final in that game, but it looks like Hanley will remain undefeated and ranked number 2 in the state in Class 4A. Wadley tonight. The Bulldogs remain undefeated as Wadley wins over Talladega County Central. We don't have it up on the scoreboard yet, but we can tell you that Wadley beat TCC tonight 49-0 the final. Central of Clay County, they beat Sylacauga. They trailed 7-0 down at Volunteer Stadium, and then they scored 23 unanswered as Danny Horns Vols, the number 3 team in the state in 5A, beating the Aggies of Sylacauga tonight 23-7. Central has won every meeting with Sylacauga, now 8-0 against the Aggies. Another great game tonight in Sylacauga at Legion Stadium on the turf. Number 2 in Class 2A, Lynette, beating BB Comer tonight 26-21. Lynette coach Clifford Story wins his 100th game tonight. 100 wins for Clifford Story as Lynette beats BB Comer 26-21. That might be a region title game in Class 2A Region 4. Also tonight, Horseshoe Bend in Fayetteville. Fayetteville continues to roll. They are undefeated now, 2-0. Fayetteville wins at New Site as they beat the Generals of Horseshoe Bend at Battle Stadium in New Site tonight, 28-21. Childersburg and Reeltown still looking for a final on that game being played at John Cox Stadium in Childersburg. Winterboro and Raglan, this was an incredible game. Winterboro trailed big early, but they score big late, and they come from way behind to beat Raglan. They were down 3 touchdowns in the first half, but Winterboro pours it on as Skylar Mansfield and the Bulldogs win tonight down at Bulldog Stadium 42-31 over the Raglan Purple Devils tonight. Huge game in Class 1A Region 5. Still looking for a final in Talladega and Beauregard playing this evening at Mary Dumas Stadium in Talladega. Leeds and Lincoln. This was a huge game tonight in Class 5A. The game being played at Lincoln, being played over at Keith Howard Memorial Stadium tonight, and it is now a final in Class 5A Region 6 where Leeds beat Lincoln 19-13. Southside, Pell City tonight. Huge game in 6A Region 7 being played at Pell City. It's not on the scoreboard, but we can tell you it is a final. Southside beats Pell City tonight at Pete Rich Alumni Stadium 21-14. Moody, maybe one of the surprising teams in the entire state. Moody is now 3-0 as Moody beats Hayden tonight. Again, it's not on your scoreboard, but we do have the final. Moody beat Hayden. There it is, 43-12 tonight. Moody undefeated at 3-0. Springville and Cherokee County playing in Springville tonight at Tiger Stadium. Not a final in the second half. Cherokee County was leading Springville 35-21. Last night, Corner, a winner over St. Clair County. Again, we'll have this for you in just a moment, but they played last night over in Corner in Jefferson County. Corner wins over St. Clair County 21-13. Tonight, Good Hope, an impressive win over Asheville. This is now a final. Good Hope has beaten the Asheville Bulldogs 40-7, the final. Good Hope 40, Asheville 7. Sandrock and Westbrook Christian playing tonight in Rainbow City. An upset is brewing in the second half. Sandrock is leading Westbrook 26-13. We should have a final, and there is the final. It is now a big upset. The Sandrock Wildcats winning 32-13 over Westbrook Christian. Westbrook, the number 8 team in the state in 2A, falling tonight at home. Sandrock wins it 32-13. Galesville, an impressive win at Galesville tonight. They beat the Appalachian Eagles 30-0. Cedar Bluff and Valley Head playing tonight at Cedar Bluff at Bruceville. Still looking for a final on that game. Spring Garden remains undefeated at 2-0, making their first ever trip to Walnut Grove. They beat the West End Patriots tonight 28-0. Spring Garden now up to number 4 in Class 2A. Southeastern and Gaston still looking for a final. Southeastern was winning this game big, 48-0 in the second half over in Blount County at Southeastern. Coosa Christian, not a final yet, but they were winning big time at Woodville. Coosa Christian 42, Woodville nothing in the second half up in Jackson County. Oak Mountain has defeated Gadsden City. Oak Mountain, the number 10 team in Class 7A, handing Gadsden City their first loss of the season tonight down at Herdmont Park in Metro Birmingham. Oak Mountain beating Gadsden City 14-7. Aniana and Etowah. The Etowah Blue Devils, what an impressive win in Class 4A Region 6 as Etowah goes to Gilbert Stadium in Aniana, and they beat the Redskins tonight, handing Aniana their first loss 33-0. Sardis and Douglas. This game was 27-8 Douglas in the fourth quarter, leading Sardis at the Lions Den in Sardis. We should have a final score in that game. And the only other game in the state tonight involving ranked teams, St. Paul's and Williamson, a battle in Mobile tonight. St. Paul's the number 9 team in 5A. Williamson, the number 7 team in 4A. We'll also mention that Alabama School for the Deaf, we don't have a graphic for this, but they won by forfeit over South Carolina School for the Deaf. So they pick up a victory there. We'll also tell you that T.R. Miller in the second half was leading Cottage Hill Christian out of Mobile 29-0. Why is that important? If T.R. Miller hangs on and wins that game, we'll have a final for you. T.R. Miller will become the first team in state of Alabama history to win 700 games in school history, the winningest team in high school football. T.R. Miller High School in Bruton, well on their way in the second half, and that is now a final. T.R. Miller has beaten Cottage Hill Christian 36-6, and they are now the winningest team in high school football history, the first team to win 700 games, going back over, I guess, close to 100 years of high school football. Congratulations to Brent Hubbard and the T.R. Miller Tigers down in Bruton tonight. Well, let's talk about our friends at RMC. RMC, a great sponsor. They bring you the RMC Media Center here at Parker Memorial Baptist Church, and they are excited to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of the RMC Foundation's Golf Classic. This year, the tournament scheduled for October 6th. That will be at the Anniston Country Club. If you love to golf, have friends who love to golf, register your team now at rmccares.org/Golf Classic. And if you don't have a team but you want to support in another way, go to the same website for more information on various ways where you can sponsor the event. We are coming to you tonight live from the RMC Media Center here at Parker Memorial Baptist Church in Anniston, and you are watching and listening to the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. A lot more to go all the way until 12 midnight.
Welcome to the award-winning Chocolaca Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Chocolaca Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, we are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Chocolaca Park.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver Card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
There's a lot to think about when you're having a baby. Colors of the nursery, names, and most importantly, where to deliver.
We want a hospital that gives families a more personalized birthing experience.
With a compassionate team of doctors and nurses, and a hospital where my baby and I can instantly bond with all the comforts of home.
So where do we find all that?
Right here at RMC, the first designated baby-friendly hospital in Alabama.
Aniston Orthopedics continues to provide a legacy of outstanding sports injury care on and off the field, keeping our players in the game. Aniston Orthopedics offers our Saturday morning sports injury clinic from 8 to 10 a.m. throughout the high school football season. Aniston Orthopedics also offers full-service physical therapy and occupational therapy departments. To learn more, visit our website at www.anistonortho.com. Aniston Orthopedics, located in the Tyler Center adjacent to RMC.
I'm John Holder, host of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard Show. Keller Williams real estate agent Amber Cotton sold my house, and I can tell you she's the best. But don't take just my word for it.
I'm Coach Michael Easley from Mumford High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Coach Clint Smith from Jacksonville High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
This is Coach Jonathan Miller of the Sax Wildcats, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Amber Cotton, and if you're in the market to sell a home in Calhoun County, I would love the privilege of meeting your real estate needs too.
We are back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. John Holder, our entire HSFA hardworking crew with you tonight all the way until 12 midnight with all the scores and information on high school football across East Alabama. Scores are pouring in. We're in real time. So let's jump back into our Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware scoreboard and catch up to date. We got some new finals coming your way. A top 10 matchup. There are only 3 top 10 matchups in the state of Alabama tonight. 2 of the 3 were in Calhoun County. This is one of them. Number 2 in 3A Piedmont beating number 10 in 3A Sax tonight. We are going to have a surprise about that game. Piedmont beat Sax 28-12. Also Cleveland County tonight, a winner at White Plains 20-3. Victory Christian comes in and beats Donahoe 28-7, the final in that game. Oxford picks up win number 1 at Scottsboro. They beat the Wildcats 24-7. Ohatchee, an impressive win at Walter Welborn 36-15. They knock off the Panthers tonight on the hill at Walter Welborn. Aniston, this was the other matchup. A tie for number 9 in Class 4A. Will the real number 9 team in Class 4A please stand up? I think it's Aniston. Aniston beating Jacksonville 22-9 tonight at Lot Mose Memorial Stadium. I was at that game, and we'll have some surprises about that one coming up as well here on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard. Alexandria, the game you heard right here on the Big 95, number 6 in Class 5A, steamrolling Center Point tonight 45-22. They led it 45-0 at one point in the game. Weaver and Glencoe, how about this? The Weaver Bearcats tonight beating the Glencoe Yellow Jackets at Bill Bryan Stadium in Weaver by a score of 20-7. They have not won a football game going back all the way until, folks, 2018. Weaver had lost 21 games in a row. And what about the Weaver Bearcats tonight? Breaking that long losing streak as they beat Glencoe tonight. Congratulations to Gary Atchley and the Weaver Bearcats as they beat Glencoe 20-7. He told us when they won that first game and had that big win and broke that streak, they were going to have a parade through Weaver tonight. So I don't know what's going on in Weaver tonight, but look for a parade coming down Parker Boulevard in Weaver tonight because Weaver beat Glencoe 20-7. JCA and Cornerstone playing tonight at JCA, which is scheduled to be joined by the head coach of the Thunder, Tommy Miller, a little bit later on HSFA. Also tonight, Hoax Bluff a winner over Pleasant Valley, 41-0. Rambert and Vincent, this was the game of the night as far as excitement goes. Rambert scoring late, kicks the extra point. They beat the Vincent Yellow Jackets 36-35. Lafayette and Randolph County still looking for a final in that game down at Lafayette. And also tonight, this was a big game. A lot of chatter about this. Number 2 Hanley playing without their coach, Larry Strain, under the weather. And number 2 Hanley comes in and wins at Munford tonight. This is a great football team, defending state champions, winning at Munford tonight, 40-10 over the Lions. Wadley knocks off Talladega County Central. The Bulldogs are undefeated, 49-0 tonight down at Curtis Lynch Memorial Stadium in Wadley. Central of Clay County remains undefeated, number 3 in 5A, beating Sylacauga 23-7. Lynette goes in and upends BB Comer 26-21. Clifford Story of Lynette winning his 100th game tonight as they win at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga. Also tonight, Fayetteville, the Wolves undefeated, winning at Horseshoe Bend 28-21. Also tonight, Childersburg and Reeltown playing in Childersburg, still looking for a final on that one. Crazy game tonight between Winterboro and Raglan. Raglan had a 3-score lead in the first half, and Winterboro storms back and they beat Raglan 42-31. Talladega and Beauregard still looking for a final in that game from Mary Dumas Stadium in Talladega. Key game tonight in Class 5A Region 6 being played at Lincoln. Number 4 in Class 5A Leeds beats the Lincoln Golden Bears tonight 19-13. Big game in Pell City. Southside picks up a region win in 6A Region 7 as they win at Pell City 21-14. Moody undefeated, one of the surprise teams in the state. Moody did not win a game last year, 0-10. Now they're 3-0. Moody beating Hayden tonight 43-12. Springville and Cherokee County, this is a final now. Cherokee County wins at Tiger Stadium in Springville as the Warriors pick up their first win of 2021 as they beat the Springville Tigers 35-21. Cherokee County has their home opener next week, and they will play their first game on turf at Bobby Joe Johnson Field as they welcome the Anniston Bulldogs to Center next Friday night. Corner last night beating St. Clair County in a Thursday game over in the corner of Jefferson County, the northwest corner, 21-13. Good Hope, a winner over Asheville, 40-7. Big win for the Good Hope Raiders tonight in Coleman County. Sandrock and Westbrook Christian, maybe the upset of the night. Sandrock, the rock rolling. They're saying roll, rock, roll tonight up in Leesburg and on top of the mountain as Sandrock beats number 8 Westbrook Christian in Rainbow City tonight, knocking off the number 8 team in 2A Westbrook 32-13. Galesville rolling over Appalachian tonight 30-0. Cedar Bluff and Valley Head, this is a final. Cedar Bluff bouncing back from that big loss to Spring Garden last week. Back at home at Bruce Field in Cedar Bluff, they beat the Valley Head Tigers 33-26. Spring Garden continues to roll. They have not allowed a point this year. They win at West End tonight 28-0. Southeastern and Gaston. This was not a final, but Southeastern was winning big over the Bulldogs 48-0 in the fourth quarter. Coosa Christian and Woodville, not a final yet, but Coosa was beating Woodville 42-0 up in Jackson County. Oak Mountain, number 10 in 7A, hands Gadsden City their first loss 14-7 at Herdmont Park in Birmingham tonight. Etowah Blue Devils beating Aniana 33-0. Huge win for Etowah playing at Gilbert Stadium in Aniana. Sardis and Douglas tonight. This is now a final. Douglas beating Sardis. How about the Douglas Eagles? Undefeated now at 3-0 as they win at the Lions Den 27-8. St. Paul's and Williamson tonight. That game down on the Gulf Coast, and it was a dandy. St. Paul's needed a win. They finally got a win. The number 9 team, despite being 0-2 in 5A, beating the number 7 team in 4A, Williamson tonight at Delaney Field in Mobile at St. Paul's by a score of 16-12. We are back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. Time now for one of our special segments. We're talking about our Assistant Coach of the Week presented by Amber Cotton of Keller Williams Real Estate. And this is going to be our Assistant Coach of the Week. We're going to talk more about this guy coming up later on when Tommy Miller comes in. But our Assistant Coach of the Week is Stephen Lee of Jacksonville Christian of the Thunder. He is involved in all facets of this Jacksonville Thunder team with an emphasis on coaching backs and receivers and the kicking game at JCA. That's because he is a former All-State kicker at Citronelle High School down in Mobile County. Also kicked in college for both the University of Tennessee Vols and the Jacksonville State Gamecocks as well. Stephen Lee, our Assistant Coach of the Week, presented by Amber Cotton, Keller Williams Real Estate Agent. Let me just tell you about Amber Cotton. I'm going to tell you each week about why she is the greatest real estate agent in all of East Alabama. She sold my house. You've seen the commercial where she sold a lot of folks' houses. She is the leader, no doubt, in selling real estate here in East Alabama. And let me tell you one of the reasons why. This is one of the craziest years ever for real estate in this part of the state. It's a nationwide trend. It has been a buyer's market. It's still a buyer's market. But let me tell you, buyer or seller, there is no one who understands the market better than Amber Cotton. She will sit down at your kitchen table and she is going to tell you exactly what the lay of the land is and what the playing field looks like as far as real estate here in Calhoun County and East Alabama. Do not delay. You see the contact information right there. If you're thinking of buying or selling your house, contact Amber Cotton, Keller Williams Real Estate, bringing you our Assistant Coach of the Week. We'll be back with more as we continue with the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford, rolling on a football Friday night.
When you shop at Pee Wee Turner Motors, you will be a winner. As lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics, we at Pee Wee Turner Motors would like to invite you to check out our quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. We always guarantee credit approval and look forward to serving you and your family at Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
Cash back. Plain and simple. That's what you'll get on the Noble Bank Cash Back account. No tricks, no gimmicky names, just free accounts that pay you cash back. If unlimited transactions, fraud protection, and refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide sounds like your kind of banking, visit us at noblebank.com and learn more about the Noble Cash Back account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. Noblebank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jimmy Newman from Oxford Lumber. I've kicked off many times in my football days, and that's an exciting play. When you're ready to kick off your next building or remodeling project, let us make sure you start your project off right, with the right material at the right price so you can score big and get the job done. Stop by and see our local guys with over 60 years of experience serving you. Come by any one of our 4 locations in Oxford, Talladega, Jacksonville, or Roanoke. And don't forget about our low price guarantee.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu now includes burgers, shakes, and delicious cheddar muffins. Large groups are always welcome, and Dad's does catering too. And Dad's offers fast, friendly service, and they're kid friendly. Dine in or drive through. Dad's Barbecue, family owned since 1985, with 2 locations in Anniston to serve you.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Carolyn Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You will be glad you did.
The X-Mark Radius. This is the mower that cut the lawn where you watched your family explore. The Radius will get you on and off the lawn quickly with the signature cut, comfort, and reliability more landscape pros trust. X-Mark, official mowers of the backyard line. Get into a Radius as low as $93 per month with approved credit. Check them out today at Triple T Turf, 204 Anniston Street in Weaver. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to noon Saturday. And Triple T Turf is also your still dealer for outdoor power equipment.
WHMA FM, Hobson City, Anniston, Oxford, WKLS HD3, Southside, and W248CE, 97.5 FM, Gadsden. Your source for Friday night football in East Alabama. This is the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on the Big 95 and highschoolfootballalabama.com.
Back at the RMC Media Center, going back to our Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware scoreboard to give you this final that is now in. Coosa Christian has blown out Woodville tonight up in Jackson County. Final, the Conquerors winning over the Panthers 49-0. Also another new final score in. Close game tonight at John Cox Stadium in Childersburg, where Reeltown comes in and just gets past Childersburg tonight. That is also a new final at 22-21. Also, time now for our Farmers and Merchants Bank Player of the Week. And this is from last week's game, obviously. Thanks to the folks at Farmers and Merchants Bank for our Player of the Week. And that is going to be the wide receiver for the Southside Crimson Panthers, Cody Roberts. Let me tell you what he did last Thursday on the road against arch rival Hoax Bluff. In that 31-0 road win over Hoax Bluff, Roberts caught 6 passes for 191 yards, 3 touchdowns. The 6', 175-pound junior had touchdown catches of 15, 55, and 64 yards in that Thursday night win. Cody Roberts of the Southside Crimson Panthers, our F&M Bank Player of the Week. Now, coming up, folks, we're going to talk about Team of the Week, our City of Oxford Team of the Week. They get the Anniston Orthopedics score shirts that look just like this. This is what the front looks like. And also, this is what the back looks like. Now, coming up a little bit later on tonight, our next segment, as a matter of fact, we're going to show you our Team of the Week, Alexandria, getting the T-shirts out of Death Valley. This is from earlier in the year, Cleburne County, where they beat Ohatchee, but we had the score. The score yesterday was, of course, from yesterday and last week, Alexandria beating Jacksonville 42-6. Coming up tonight, toward midnight, we're going to announce our next City of Oxford High School Football Alabama Team of the Week. They will get the Anniston Orthopedic score shirts. They will also get the Choccolocco Park towels. And they are also going to get a surprise that we have for you, and we'll unveil that in the next segment as well, because we have a new item that we're going to give to Team of the Week that we presented to Alexandria yesterday. We'll retroactively go back and present one to Cleburne County as well. We're going to unveil that for you coming up in our next segment as well. Time now to go back to our Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware scoreboard. We know folks are coming home. You want to know the games. You're listening, you're watching, and you want to know all the final scores. And we've got just about every final score that is important across East Alabama and around the state of Alabama as well. So let's go right now to our Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware scoreboard. Number 2, Piedmont. They've won 7 of the last 9 from the Sacs Wildcats. I was at that game tonight. We've been promising you a surprise from that game. We'll have that coming up. Number 2, Piedmont over number 10, Sacs tonight at Jack Stewart Field, 28-12. One of only 3 statewide matchups involving top 10 teams tonight. 2 of those in Calhoun County. That was one of them. Cleburne County tonight winning at White Plains. The Tigers remain undefeated in Class 4A Region 4 as they beat White Plains by a score of 20-3. Victory Christian comes in and beats Donahoe. Mark Sanders was going to be on the show tonight. You probably saw that on social media earlier this week, but he is in quarantine because of the coronavirus, and he could not even coach in the game tonight. So Victory Christian, his old team, comes into Wentzville at Donahoe. They beat the Falcons 28-7. Oxford wins tonight, the first win for Oxford head coach Sam Adams as head coach of the Yellow Jackets. They win at Scottsboro tonight, 24-7. Ohatchee and Walter Welborn, a key game in 3A Region 5 on the hill at Welborn. Ohatchee wins against the Panthers on the hill, 36-15. Anniston and Jacksonville, the other game here in the county involving ranked teams, number 9 versus number 9. They were tied for number 9 in Class 4A. Anniston beats Jacksonville 22-9 at Lot Mosby Memorial Stadium. And 8 in a row. Jacksonville had beaten Anniston 8 in a row, and now that losing streak is broken. We'll have something special from that game coming up as well. The game you heard right here on the Big 95, number 6 in Class 5A, Alexandria beating Center Point 45-22. They led it 45-0, so a blowout win over Alexandria tonight in Death Valley. How about this one? The Weaver Bearcats, ladies and gentlemen, they have lost 21 consecutive games, but no more. The streak is over. Weaver tonight, after an open date, wins at home tonight and a region win in 3A Region 5 as they beat the Glencoe Yellow Jackets 20-7. Congratulations to Gary Atchley and the Weaver Bearcats having a parade tonight. JCA and Cornerstone playing up at Tommy Miller Field in Jacksonville, scheduled to be joined by the head coach of the Thunder. Tommy Miller will look for a final score of that game as well. Hoax Bluff tonight, a winner over Pleasant Valley, 41-0. Ranburn outscoring Vincent 36-35, scoring late in the game with an extra point to win it at Harlan Robinson Stadium over in Ranburn, 36-35. Lafayette and Randolph County been looking for this score. Lafayette beats Randolph County 34-12 the final tonight from Bulldog Stadium down in Chambers County at Lafayette. Number 2, Hanley in 4A continues to roll over Munford, 40-10 the final down at Munford tonight at Munford Stadium. Wadley undefeated. Here's another Randolph County team that's undefeated. The Bulldogs tonight playing at Curtis Lynch Memorial Stadium, beating Talladega County Central 49-0. The final score is the Bulldogs remain undefeated, and they have now won 10 straight against TCC. Also tonight, another team down south that's undefeated, number 3 in 5A Central of Clay County, playing at home at Volunteer Stadium. They've won every game against Sylacauga, including tonight. They trailed 7-0, scored 23 unanswered to beat the Aggies 23-7. Lynette and B.B. Comer at Legion Stadium in Sylacauga, maybe the region title game. That might wind up being the case in 2A Region 4. Lynette, number 2 in Class 2A, beats B.B. Comer 26-21. Clifford Story gets his 100th win as the head coach of the Lynette Panthers. Also, Fayetteville and Horseshoe Bend playing Battle Stadium in New Site tonight. Fayetteville wins 28-21 to remain undefeated. Childersburg and Reeltown. A lot of close games tonight in Class 2A Region 4. Here's one of those. Reeltown over Childersburg 22-21. Winterboro and Raglan tonight. Winterboro comes from way down to roar to a win over the Raglan Purple Devils 42-31. Talladega and Beauregard still looking for a final in that game from Talladega tonight. Leeds gets the win over the Lincoln Golden Bears. Key matchup in 5A Region 6. They beat the Golden Bears tonight at Lincoln 19-13. Southside wins over Pell City 21-14. Moody remains undefeated 3-0. Great story. Moody didn't win a game last year, now 3-0. They beat the Hayden Wildcats tonight 43-12. Cherokee County wins at Springville 35-21 in a non-region game. Last night, Corner over St. Clair County 21-13. Good Hope beating Asheville 40-7 tonight. Sandrock over Westbrook 32-13. Sandrock over number 8 Westbrook Christian in Class 2A. A huge win for Sandrock tonight. One of the biggest wins Sandrock has had in several years. The Warriors had won 3 straight versus the Rock, but not tonight. Sandrock breaks that 3-game losing skid to Westbrook as they win it 32-13 at Rainbow City. Galesville shutting out Appalachian 30-0. Cedar Bluff picks up the first win of the Alan Beckett era tonight at Bruceville. Cedar Bluff over Valley Head 33-26. Spring Garden rolling another shutout over West End tonight in Walnut Grove 28-0. The final score in that game. Southeastern and Gaston. Southeastern leading 48-0 late in the game. Coosa Christian, as we saw, now a final, beating Woodville 49-0. Oak Mountain doubling up Gadsden City tonight, handing the Titans their first loss at 14-7. Also, it was Etowah winning impressively at Aniana 33-0. Douglas goes into the Lions' Men. Douglas now 3-0. The Eagles soaring over Sardis tonight. 27-8 was the final score in that game. And also St. Paul's down south, the third top 10 matchup in the state of Alabama. St. Paul's number 9 in 5A beating number 7 in 4A Williamson. That was by a score of 16-12. Let's tell you about our fine friends at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware. They bring you the scoreboard each week, and we tell you about all the great products they have. If you go to any of their locations in Oxford, in Jacksonville, Talladega, Roanoke, they're all over East Alabama. They have the best brands: Benjamin Moore Paint, Traeger Grills, Yeti Coolers, Craftsman Tools, Weather Shield Windows, the Big Green Egg. They have the Ego battery powered equipment, Simpson Strong. They have the Yellowwood treated wood, steel power equipment, Milwaukee Tools, Bonnie Plants, Scott's Fertilizers. These are all household names, and they have all of those top quality brand name products at Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware. 4 locations spread out all across East Alabama: Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and in Roanoke. We'll come back with more of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford in just a moment.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need: gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
I can't imagine life without Gwen, but we came dangerously close.
I was having chest pains.
Luckily, there was a hospital nearby that quickly discovered one of her arteries was 100% blocked. A hospital with life-saving technology and the latest in cardiac treatment, with an experienced team of doctors and nurses focused on fixing Gwen's heart. What hospital had all of that?
It was all right here at RMC.
Aniston Orthopedics continues to provide a legacy of outstanding sports injury care on and off the field, keeping our players in the game. Aniston Orthopedics offers our Saturday morning sports injury clinic from 8 to 10 a.m. throughout the high school football season. Aniston Orthopedics also offers full-service physical therapy and occupational therapy departments. To learn more, visit our website at www.anistonortho.com. Aniston Orthopedics, located in the Tyler Center adjacent to RMC.
I'm John Holder, host of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard Show. Keller Williams real estate agent Amber Cotton sold my house, and I can tell you she's the best. But don't take just my word for it.
I'm Coach Michael Easley from Montford High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Coach Clint Smith from Jacksonville High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
This is Coach Jonathan Miller of the Sachs Wildcats, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Amber Cotton, and if you're in the market to sell a home in Calhoun County, I would love the privilege of meeting your real estate needs too.
Now more of East Alabama's top Friday night football show, the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on the Big 95 and highschoolfootballalabama.com.
This is the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. John Holder, our entire hard-working High School Football Alabama crew with you on this Football Friday night. And pleased to be joined right now by a guy that you may not know the face. You're going to know after tonight, but you're also, you know the voice because, is it 34 years now?
34.
34 years. Robert Smith has been the voice of the Valley Cubs on the Big 95 radio. And Robert, welcome in tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but we want to talk first about Valley Cub football. I saw them last week at Jacksonville, a very impressive win. They were our City of Oxford Team of the Week, and they win tonight over Center Point. Score is a little bit misleading, Robert, 45-22, but I think it was 45-0 at one time, right?
45-0 into the fourth quarter. And Alexandria substituted very freely. Center Point did not. They scored 3 touchdowns on Alexandria's 9th and 10th graders. Made the score a little bit closer than what the game really was.
Center Point, a talented team. I was speaking yesterday with Coach Ginn out there when we presented the Team of the Week T-shirts and things like that, and he was concerned because of the talent level of Center Point, even though they had lost to Fairfield 32-14 the previous week. He was concerned about that, but apparently those concerns were kind of unfounded tonight.
Well, there were a lot of athletes for Center Point. Collier, the quarterback, had a great game. In fact, during our broadcast, I made the statement that you put Collier in an orange and black uniform with that coaching that you get at Alexandria, he'd be a great star. Bruce, the running back, was great as well. So yeah, Coach Ginn was right on that. A lot of talent. It's just the coaching, I think, was better on the Alexandria side.
Home opener at Death Valley. I'm sure a big crowd, especially after that big win at Jacksonville last week. Good to see. Of course, we had fans last year packing it out, but good to see fans back in the house again and back at Death Valley playing football. Great atmosphere as always. The Valley Dogs and all that going on.
Well, you know, John, I'm a little bit biased, but to me, there's nothing like orange and black and Friday night. And to be in Lou Scale Stadium on a Friday night in a football atmosphere, it's just a great place to be.
Tell us about this Alexandria team. After watching them play not much, maybe a quarter, not even a quarter and a half last week before the Storms came up at Jacksonville, it's like Alexandria teams throughout most of my entire life. They don't really seem to have a weak point. When you start looking at something to find there's a weak link on this team, I don't really see one on this Alexandria team of 2021.
You know, Alexandria is multi-talented. I think that's one of the strengths of this team, and you can't just stop one guy. We talk about the 4 horsemen. You have Jake Upton, Antonio Ross, Javez McGee, and you know those guys are just. You take one out, you can run. Ryan Scott. I mean, I didn't mention him. He's the 4th. You know, Ryan Scott tonight threw a touchdown pass. Then a couple of plays later, caught a pass. And so they're just, all those guys are interchangeable, and so it's hard to, you stop one, you still got 3 more to stop.
And maybe the most impressive thing about this team is they are so solid on defense. That's the defensive line, very good. Linebackers good. The secondary is outstanding. I mean, they've only, you know, the first team has only really given up, 6 points? I don't know if they even gave up the 6 to Jacksonville last week.
They did actually in the third quarter, but the defense, you know, and when Todd Ginn took the job, 3 years ago, one of the things he told me was that he was going to concentrate on improving Alexandria's defense. I think what you just said is that they've made a lot of improvements defensively for Alexandria to only give up 6 points. In real, you know, yes, we gave up 22 points tonight, but that's a lot of 9th and 10th graders, and you have to put a little star by that because that's not completely accurate.
Absolutely. Valley comes off to a great start, playing one of the more talented teams in 5A Region 6. Alexandria, a team that made the quarterfinals last year, lost to a really great Pleasant Grove team, maybe the most talented team that's ever stepped foot onto Lou Scale Stadium last year. And the question's been, Alexandria has been taking a step forward. First round, second round, third round. Is this a team that can go to the semis or beyond this year in 5A?
I think, John, the team has potential to do that. You know, there's a lot of, when you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. You got to have a little bit of luck that falls your way. Sometimes you have to make your own luck, but certainly I think this team has the potential to make it maybe to that 4th round, possibly beyond.
Absolutely. This is a team, again, that offensive line, let's talk about that. It's always been a staple at Alexandria all the way through the years of being able to run the football. Not that the passing game hasn't been there in some years, but when Alexandria has been very good, they've run the football. Obviously, you mentioned the 4 horsemen, not Ric Flair and Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. No, we're talking about the guys you just mentioned there. This is a ground attack that probably on the ground is as good as anybody in Class 5A.
I think that's correct, and again, the versatility that Alexandria has is a big part of that. I think the Cubs just have a lot of opportunities to go far in the playoffs this year.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your broadcast team, and you've been doing this for 34 years on the Big 95. We're honored to follow you. Great lead-in to high school football, Alabama. Just talk about you. Jordan Smith does the color commentary, and you guys do a great job of bringing Alexandria football to all of East Alabama.
Jordan, you mentioned Jordan Smith. He's now in his 4th year as the color analyst on the broadcast. And Doug Odell joins us. Doug is the assistant principal, very involved in the Calhoun County Quarterback Club. If you know sports around Calhoun County, you know Doug Odell. Doug joins us in pregame at halftime, and I'm really excited about the broadcast team that we have doing Alexandria football.
And, of course, the game's on the Big 95. What's the air time to get the pregame each week?
6:30 during the week, and, of course, 7 o'clock kickoff.
6:30, 7 o'clock kickoffs on the Cubs, home or on the road or in the playoffs. You'll hear all the games right here on the Big 95, 95.3 FM. Now, also want to talk a little bit about a couple of things that you're involved with here, some new things involved with. One thing is you stepped to the plate this week, and I don't know if I can even pick this thing up. This thing is heavy. This is our City of Oxford High School Football Alabama Team of the Week trophy provided by your company, Awards to Remember. There's a great shot of it there. Robert, thank you so much for bringing us this tough guy right here and this great trophy to give to Team of the Week.
Yes, John, it's great to be a part of this broadcast, and what you've done for many years with high school football, and it's so well known, and people look to this program. Awards to Remember is just excited to be a part of it.
And absolutely another one of the things that you're going to provide. And by the way, we're going to get that trophy you see right there and the trophy that's sitting on the desk here to Cleveland County retroactively. And we're going to get them a trophy next week. And this week's Team of the Week will get one of these tough guy trophies right here that we'll send out to them, along with the Aston Orthopedics t-shirts and the Chocolaca Park towels as well. Now, also, you are stepping to the plate and Awards to Remember, bringing us the East Alabama Top 10. So we're going to do East Alabama Top 10. Well, I'm going to just let you hang in here with us right now as we go through this week's updated East Alabama Top 10. Some new teams are kind of in this. Not a lot of changes at the top this week, but we have some changes at the bottom. And this is our East Alabama Top 10 now presented by Awards to Remember at awardstoremember.com. Number 1, folks, I don't know if anybody can take care of Handley. Handley beating Munford tonight. That was a good Munford team at Munford, 40-10 tonight. I was impressed by Piedmont. I saw the Bulldogs play, and they were out at Jack Stewart Field, and I saw them to play tonight. They won over a very good Sacs team, 28-12. Also, Spring Garden there at number 3. Another shutout win tonight for Spring Garden on the road. Number 4, Central Clay County. They continue to roll. Alexandria at number 5. Number 6, Anniston. They remain undefeated, played a tough schedule at 3-0. Cleveland County is 3-0. They're at number 7. Etowah, a huge win tonight at Aniana. They remain undefeated. Wadley is 3-0. They are undefeated as well. And another undefeated team that knocked off Westbrook, the number 8 team in the state in 2A tonight in Rainbow City, and did it handily by 3 touchdowns at 32-13. So this is a lot of undefeated teams. Handley undefeated. Piedmont, Spring Garden, Central Clay, Alexandria, Anniston, Cleveland County. Etowah has a loss, but that was to Gadsden City, so I'm not going to count really a 7A beating a 4A, and then Wadley undefeated, Sandrock undefeated. So a lot of undefeated teams after just 3 weeks still here in East Alabama. Now, we also, talking about Team of the Week, we were out presenting the trophy. And you see this Alexandria hat here. Coach Todd Ginn presented me this hat yesterday. It's a nice-looking Alexandria hat. We're going to take you, and now we're talking about Team of the Week. Here's the presentation. There's the trophy, Robert, as we were on the field. Larry Ginn Field at Lou Scales Stadium, Team of the Week, and I think you'll agree that they were most deserving after that win over Jacksonville.
Absolutely, John, and always great to have you out there. You see Coach Ginn there in the, and there's John giving out the T-shirts and the Chocolaca Park towels. But John, Awards to Remember is glad to be a part of this, as we said earlier. And 39 years that we've been in business at Awards to Remember. And one of the things I am most proud of, we were named one of the top 10 awards dealers in the entire Southeast. We're located right here in Calhoun County.
And I can tell you that I am on the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame, on the board of the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame, and since the very beginning, you have provided our great etchings and plaques for the Hall of Fame, which everybody around the country, around the state of Alabama says, man, those plaques are unbelievable. And you do the great job with that. All the history of the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame, you provided those plaques, and we get so many great comments about those plaques.
You know, John, one of the things that we've always tried to concentrate on at Awards to Remember is schools. Very involved in supporting high schools in our county, in our area. Those schools support us as well. And you mentioned the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame. That's an order that, you know, as long as I've been in it, I don't always do all the orders myself anymore, but I handle that one because that's a very special order to me, and we appreciate it.
Well, Awards to Remember, just talking about the Awards to Remember, they have that personalized service. When you go out there, you're going to get personalized service. AwardsToRemember.com if you want to kick around there on the website and kind of see what things are about there. Great awards like this, like our Team of the Week award, and like by the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame awards. You can go in their store out there and see, I think Willie Pless, that's a sample that's up there, former great Anniston star who's in the Calhoun County Sports Hall of Fame. Check out AwardsToRemember.com. and you'll find out more information there. Thank you so much for jumping on board with us, sponsoring our East Alabama Top 10, and also our tough guy right here for our Team of the Week. Thank you for joining us. Voice of the Valley Cubs of the Big 95, Robert Smith. Alexandria wins tonight over Center Point, 45-22. Back with more on the high school football Alabama scoreboard as we roll on a football Friday night.
Cash back. Plain and simple. That's what you'll get on the Noble Bank Cash Back account. No tricks, no gimmicky names, just free accounts that pay you cash back. If unlimited transactions, fraud protection, and refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide sounds like your kind of banking, visit us at noblebank.com and learn more about the Noble Cash Back account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. Noblebank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jimmy Newman from Oxford Lumber. I've kicked off many times in my football days, and that's an exciting play. When you're ready to kick off your next building or remodeling project, let us make sure you start your project off right, with the right material at the right price so you can score big and get the job done. Stop by and see our local guys with over 60 years of experience serving you. Come by any one of our 4 locations in Oxford, Talladega, Jacksonville, or Roanoke. And don't forget about our low price guarantee.
When mealtime calls for the best farm-raised catfish, look no further than Top of the River. With 3 convenient locations, you're never far from the very best catfish East Alabama has to offer. The friendly folks at Top of the River are waiting to serve you the fish that owner Shannon Robertson says they've served exclusively for 25 years and to perfection.
Since '96, I've never served one other type of fish, ever, other than farm-raised catfish.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Carolyn Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You will be glad you did.
The Exmark Quest. This is the mower that cuts the lawn that became the place your kids grew up. The Exmark Quest. The cut, quality, and performance more landscape pros trust at a price you can afford. Exmark. Official mowers of the backyard life. Get into a Quest as low as $62 per month with approved credit. Come check them out today at Triple T Turf, 204 Anniston Street in Weaver. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to noon Saturday. And Triple T Turf is also your still dealer for outdoor power equipment.
When you shop at Pee Wee Turner Motors, you will be a winner. As lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics, we at Pee Wee Turner Motors would like to invite you to check out our quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. We always guarantee credit approval and look forward to serving you and your family at Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
We are back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford. John Holder, our entire HSFA crew working very hard for you tonight. And let me tell you a couple of things here. I'm smiling. I got a big surprise for you, two big surprises for you. We've been teasing this a little bit on social media this week, and I've been teasing it tonight. Folks, we have highlights tonight of the Piedmont Sacs game from Jack Stewart Field. We were there. We're going to have highlights of that game, and we're also going to have highlights of the Anniston and Jacksonville game tonight as well. But right now, time to go to the Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware High School Football Alabama scoreboard itself. Here it is. Piedmont tonight beating Sacs 28-12. We will have highlights of this game. All the touchdowns in action of the first half of that Piedmont Sacs game at Jack Stewart Field. Piedmont winning 28-12. Cleveland County tonight beats White Plains 20-3. Victory Christian, a winner over the Donahoe Falcons, 28-7 the final score in that game as Victory beats Donahoe. Also tonight, Oxford picks up win number 1 as they beat Scottsboro 24-7. Ohatchee gets a win against Walter Welborn. Big win in 3A Region 5 on the hill at Walter Welborn, 36-15. Anniston wins the battle of number 9s in 4A. Anniston beating Jacksonville 22-9. Yes, we will have highlights of that game coming up from Lott Mosby Memorial Stadium in Anniston right here on the Scoreboard Show tonight. Alexandria beating Center Point 45-22. We talked about that game. Weaver tonight breaking that long 21-game losing streak. They win tonight. The Bearcats, there's joy in Weaver tonight as Weaver beats Glencoe 20-7. Jacksonville Christian and Cornerstone still looking for a final on that game. Jacksonville Christian head coach Tommy Miller will join us just in a few moments here on the scoreboard. Hoax Bluff tonight beats Pleasant Valley 41-0. Ranburn gets past Vincent. An exciting game that came down to the last minute with Ranburn winning at the end 36-35. Lafayette tonight over Randolph County 34-12. Hanley beat Munford 40-10 tonight. Number 2 team in the state in 4A. Wadley shutting down Talladega County Central 49-0. Central of Clay County beat Sylacauga 23-7 after trailing 7-0 early. Number 2 in 2A Lynette beating BB Comer 26-21. Fayetteville beat Horseshoe Bend tonight 28-21. Reeltown, another close game. It came down to the wire. They beat Childersburg 22-21. Winterboro came from way down in the first half to beat Raglan going away 42-31. Talladega and Beauregard. This is now a final. We have been looking for this score. Beauregard comes to the Mary Dumas Stadium in Talladega, and they beat the Tigers 37-20. Leeds beats Lincoln, leads the number 4 team in 5A, winning at Lincoln tonight in 5A Region 6, 19-13. Southside, 21-14 winners over Pell City tonight. Moody now 3-0, 43-12 winners over the Hayden Wildcats. Cherokee County beat Springville 35-21. Last night, Corner over St. Clair County 21-13. Tonight, Good Hope blast Asheville 40-7. One of the big upsets tonight, probably the upset of the night, Westbrook Christian falling to Sandrock tonight 32-13. Sandrock over number 8 in 2A Westbrook at Rainbow City. Galesville shut out Appalachian 30-0. Cedar Bluff gets the first win of the Allen Beckett era as they beat Valley Head 33-26. Spring Garden shutting out West End 28-0. Southeastern and Gaston, this is now a final. Southeastern wins it 54-20 over the Gaston Bulldogs tonight over at Mustang Stadium in Southeastern at Southeastern Stadium. Coosa Christian Woodville 49-0. Oak Mountain over Gadsden City 14-7. Etowah, an impressive win at Aniana tonight. That was by a score of 33-0. Douglas beat Sardis 27-8. And the third game involving state-ranked teams tonight down in Mobile. Number 9 in 5A St. Paul's beating number 7 in 4A Williamson 16-12. We will also tell you 17-7 is now the corrected score on Oak Mountain and Gadsden City. Oak Mountain 17, Gadsden City 7. A couple of other notes. Alabama School for the Deaf picked up a forfeit win over South Carolina School for the Deaf from a game that was scheduled last night over in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And tonight, it was T.R. Miller beating Cottage Hill Christian. T.R. Miller now the first team in state history, the first school to win 700 games. Congratulations to Brent Hubbard and T.R. Miller, the Tigers from down in Bruton. All right, tonight, we've been teasing this for a couple of weeks as well. Farmers and Merchants Bank teaming up with High School Football Alabama to bring you our Spirit Scholarship. Now, I've got to tell you how this is going to work. First, before we get there, let me just tell you, Facebook, High School Football Alabama, where many of you are watching this show, starting at midnight tonight through 12 noon next Friday, September 10th. If you're a Piedmont fan, if you're a Spring Garden fan, especially those, anybody can vote, but especially those two schools, you'll want to vote for your Scholarship Spirit athlete, okay? Now, we are going to select 2 athletes from the male side of things, 2 female athletes from each school. Each week we'll have different schools that we'll be voting on. This week, the schools that are voting are Spring Garden and also Piedmont. We'll narrow it down from 60 student athletes to 30 student athletes. Those top 30 will get $50 Visa gift cards courtesy of Farmers and Merchants Bank. And then our final round of voting that we'll have coming up in November, we're going to have one athlete, one male athlete, one female athlete that will get a $1,500 scholarship apiece, courtesy of Farmers and Merchants Bank. So tonight we begin with Piedmont and Spring Garden. We begin with the female athletes from Piedmont High School. We see Emily Farmer. She is a varsity softball and basketball player, has a GPA of 4.0, and she is one of the nominees from Piedmont High School. Also on the female end of things, Zahela Walker, volleyball, basketball, and softball, a 3.57 GPA for the Piedmont Bulldogs. On the male side of things from Piedmont, you can go start voting at midnight tonight. Landon Smart, number 14, middle linebacker for the Bulldogs. Saw him play tonight. He plays varsity football, a 4.0 GPA. And the final male athlete from Piedmont High School is going to be Jackson Talbert. He plays not only football but baseball as well, and he has a 3.72 GPA. Now, Spring Garden High School, the 4 nominees from there. We begin with the Spring Garden team, and we begin with the girls. The Spring Garden, the 2 nominees from Spring Garden. Abby Stewart. Abby is a volleyball, basketball, and softball player. Has a 4.0 GPA. Also playing volleyball for Spring Garden is Allie Jennings, a 3.9 GPA. On the boys' side of things for Spring Garden, you can vote for coming up for Spring Garden, Chaz Pope. Chaz has a 4.0 GPA. He plays football, basketball, and baseball. Also a multi-sport athlete for Spring Garden that you can vote for is Cooper Austin, a football and basketball player with a 3.8 GPA. Go to the High School Football Alabama on Facebook. High School Football Alabama on Facebook beginning at midnight tonight through 12 noon next Friday, and vote for your favorite student athlete. All right, coming up, we're going to be joined by the head coach of the Jacksonville Christian Thunder, Tommy Miller. Also coming up, we are going to have scores and highlights of games coming up, Team of the Week, and a whole lot more as we roll on a football Friday night on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard, presented by the City of Oxford.
At Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
HighSchoolFootballAlabama.com, the Big 95 WHMA and 97.5 FM are proud to be the home of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford.
The High School Football Alabama Scoreboard is also brought to you by Young Oil Company Grub Marts, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Regional Medical Center, Anniston Orthopedics Associates, Keller Williams Real Estate Agent Amber Cotton, Pee Wee Turner Motors, Noble Bank and Trust, Oxford Lumber Company, Dad's Barbecue and Top of the River, the Calhoun County Commission, and Triple T Turf.
The High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on 97.5 FM, the Big 95 WHMA, and HighSchoolFootballAlabama.com.
And we are back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard. I want to thank our fine folks at the City of Oxford sponsoring the program and also our Team of the Week. I want to remind you, next Saturday will be the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and the folks from Oxford are joining with the Anniston Fire Department, the Jacksonville Fire Department, and the Oxford Fire Department for a special commemoration as they remember and honor those that lost their lives 20 years ago. Next Saturday on 9/11, there will be a special event Saturday, September the 11th, 11 a.m. at Liberty Park in Oxford. That is right next to the Oxford Civic Center as we unify Oxford, Anniston, and Jacksonville Fire Departments coming together for that special event to remember 9/11. Back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford, joined by a legendary coach, Coach Tommy Miller of the Jacksonville Christian Thunder. But now we got to explain some things that are going on here about your JCA, but you're not. So kind of explain to folks who may not know. I run into a lot of folks that don't even know you're playing football this year. So that's one of the reasons we want you on there. We want folks to know that the Thunder's playing and you're playing football and doing great things and impacting young kids' lives, and good things are happening at JCA. So, but tell us about kind of the name and what's going on there.
Well, the High School Athletic Association has rules against playing people outside the association.
Yes.
And we're very, very, very small, smaller than most people realize we are. I can't remember how many we've got in high school right now, but 7 through 12, we've got 60, 70 kids, 7 through 12. So it's hard to compete with the public schools now and some of the bigger private schools. We've got 15 players this year, 7th grade through the 12th grade.
Wow.
So we had to do something different. I went down and talked to Coach Savarese several times about what we could do, and so the only thing we could do was just let our kids play under the church, and the church is, and so it's actually under the name of Jacksonville Temple Thunder, Jacksonville Temple Thunder. So instead of Jacksonville Christian. But it is all Jacksonville Christian players, because the Christian schools that we play against in the league we're in there won't let you play people from different schools. So it's all in the name. So.
Well, we're joined here on the Noble Bank and Trust postgame presser, if I can say it tonight, by Tommy Miller, head coach of JCA, Jacksonville Temple, whatever it is. We will make a couple of things clear. One is you're still playing at the same place.
Right.
As you said, all JCA students. Colors have not changed, still black and red.
Right.
This does not. This is all approved by Steve Savarese and all that. Nothing illegal going on here. Right. And that does not affect your other sports. You're still basketball, baseball, softball, all of that still in the AHSAA, right?
Right. That's under the school, not the church. So football's the only thing playing under the church. So,
Coach, let's talk about the team. You played the first week, then you had a game last week that was canceled, and then you played again tonight at home against Cornerstone out of Rainsville, I believe.
That's right.
They win the game 46-24. Just tell us about the game tonight, and tell us about some of your young men. Played 8-man football. Now, I want to make sure folks know that you're playing 8-man football. Tell us about some of the young men at JCA.
Well, it's been a really tough couple of weeks because of the COVID situation, and that's why we didn't play last week. We had 3 players that have experienced COVID. We had several students that went through that, and several faculty members went through that. And so we've had people quarantined, and we had just could not play last week because of that. We're going to try to make that game up. I talked to them today. We are going to try to make that game up later on in the year. We go in tonight, and Cornerstone is a really good team. Now, I'm talking about in our high school, 7 through 12, we've got 60 to 75 kids. I asked Cornerstone tonight how many they had. He told me they had around 250.
Wow.
So that's in the high school. So that's a huge difference. And they have a varsity team, a junior high team, and the biggest thing is we came in. I had a kid that played a super game tonight, but Travis Barnhill, he scored 2 or 3 touchdowns tonight, but he didn't play the whole time. We had to set him out. He'd experienced COVID. And as a matter of fact, his stepdad is in the hospital right now with it. But he had spent his time, got back off quarantine, and he's just not in condition to play the whole time. We were experiencing that today. We had 2 or 3 other kids that'd been through quarantine and lost a lot of their conditioning. So we were not anywhere near where we should have been full strength. But Cornerstone is a good team. I don't want to make an excuse for that because they just beat us. But I was really happy with the way our kids responded. Cornerstone got on us quickly, and I think it went up to about 26-0 in the second quarter. And then we were able to get a touchdown in, and actually fought back the rest of the game and got back in the game there at one point in the second half. So I was real happy with the effort that they gave, not quitting, sucking it up and playing. And we're relatively young, three seniors. Brody Clay is a senior that really he's our full-time captain. He's the only one. We rotate the others, but Brody does a good job keeping everybody up and going. And got playing an 8th grade quarterback. Noah Lee's 8th grader, and he's my number 3 grandson. And we've got some kids that played really well tonight that were banged up a little bit. Braxton Brown, and he's got a brother, Hunter Brown. Both those kids played. Braxton played a really good game tonight, as several others did. So we got beat, but I was really happy with the effort they gave.
Now, Coach, I'm going to show my age here because I can remember when JCA played 8-man football before you ever joined the Athletic Association. Right. Mm-hmm. You were very successful. Last year you played, you were 8-1 in the league last year, and you played a lot of the same teams, right? Because you got teams spread out. New Life's down in Millbrook, this team in Rainsville. You played Tabernacle, I think they're in Gardendale. Yep. You played a couple of teams in Mississippi, right?
Right. And we go. We actually have play 3 teams out of the Montgomery area. Evangel and Success, both down there, along with New Life. Tuscaloosa Christian, they've a long time school. We've played all those before. The last 2 years we were in that before we went to HSAA, we won the football championship 2 years in a row. And so 3 years altogether while we were in that league before. But it's a very competitive league. The team like Cornerstone, they dress about 24, 25 kids on their varsity, and they're very, very competitive. So,
Coach, you're the dean. I think you and Coach Rob at Hoax Bluff are kind of in competition here as far as being the dean of high school football coaches around East Alabama. You've got 27 just at JCA, is that right? And 33 overall, because you were 6 years at Pleasant Valley, right?
Are you talking about coaching football?
Coaching football, yes.
I don't even know, John. I really don't. I know I've been coaching about 45 years. And as far as head coach in football, I really don't know how many.
I think you and Coach Rob are neck and neck. I got to ask Coach Rob where he is, but certainly you have a lot of respect for a lot of these. The younger coaches around our area that have watched you grown up, played against you, and those kind of things. Do you have young coaches from some of these other schools that kind of come to you for advice and things like that from time to time? And Coach, you've been doing this a long time. You've seen just about everything.
I've had a few more so in the last 2 or 3 years than all the other years put together. But I don't know. I mean, they probably know more than I do. But, so
I doubt
don't
that.
know. But yeah, I have had a few that have come and talked football, basketball, whatever. But there's a lot of years there. I don't know how much it's wisdom or knowledge, but a lot of years.
Well, as we said before, through the years talking with Coach Miller, this guy does it all. He's also, if you don't know it, he's the headmaster principal at the school. He's also you coach the head boys basketball, you coach the head football, baseball, all the major boys sports. You're pastoring a church still,
right.
And you got family, you got kids, you got grandkids. I've said it so many times, I'll say it again, I don't know how you do it. There can't be a coach in the state that has more on his plate than what you do.
Well, I don't know if it keeps me young or makes me old, but it is. I have, the COVID last March knocked a chunk out of me, but I recuperated from that, and we're up and going again. And I've got, of course, I'm the only person there at the school I'm the head football coach. My assistant coaches, 3 of them are son-in-laws. And I've got the other one is a young man that played for us a few years ago, and they have to make a living and then come help when they can help. And so that's our situation.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for being with us tonight. We want everybody to know the big thing is we want you to know Jacksonville Christian football, even though they're playing maybe under a different name, they are alive and kicking. Go out and check them out on a Friday night at home, playing a full schedule. And so we are watching you, keeping up with you throughout to have your scores every week on here. We just want folks to know there's good things happening at JCA.
Thank you. Thank you very much, John.
Tommy Miller is the head coach of the Jacksonville Christian Thunder, playing as the Jacksonville Temple Thunder. Cornerstone comes in and gets the win tonight, 46-24. I want to thank our fine folks at Noble Bank. They bring you the Noble Bank post-game presser. All of our guests that are here each and every Friday night, part of our Noble Bank and Trust post-game presser. And let me tell you about Noble Bank. If you like cash back, plain and simple, that's it. That's what you get with a Noble Bank cash bank account. No tricks, no gimmicky names. Free accounts that pay you cash back. Unlimited transactions, fraud protection, refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. If that sounds good to you, visit noblebank.com. Learn more about the Noble Cash Back account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. Noblebank.com, member FDIC. Highlights are coming, including highlights from that big Piedmont and Sachs game at Jack Stewart Field as we roll on a football Friday night on High School Football Alabama.
Hi, this is Jimmy Newman from Oxford Lumber. I've kicked off many times in my football days, and that's an exciting play. When you're ready to kick off your next building or remodeling project, let us make sure you start your project off right, with the right material at the right price so you can score big and get the job done. Stop by and see our local guys with over 60 years of experience serving you. Come by any one of our 4 locations in Oxford, Talladega, Jacksonville, Roanoke, and don't forget about our low price guarantee.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu now includes burgers, shakes, and delicious cheddar muffins. Large groups are always welcome, and Dad's does catering too. And Dad's offers fast, friendly service, and they're kid-friendly. Dine in or drive through. Dad's Barbecue, family owned since 1985, with 2 locations in Anniston to serve you.
When you shop at Pee Wee Turner Motors, you will be a winner. As lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics, we at Pee Wee Turner Motors would like to invite you to check out our quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. We always guarantee credit approval and look forward to serving you and your family at Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
Cash back, plain and simple. That's what you'll get on the Noble Bank Cash Back account. No tricks, no gimmicky names, just free accounts that pay you cash back. If unlimited transactions, fraud protection, and refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide sounds like your kind of banking, visit us at noblebank.com and learn more about the Noble Cashback account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. noblebank.com. Member FDIC.
Did you win this week? Did you lose this week? Listen, what happened on a field is one thing, but what happened on a cross 2,000 years ago is everything. Jesus was on that cross shedding his blood for you and me and for the entire world to pay our sin penalty. Then 3 days later, he rose from the grave, defeating the very thing you and I cannot get away from. It's the thing we don't want to talk about. It's death. We block it out of our mind. We run around the issue. But if we, by faith, receive the victory that Jesus offers, then we have won for all eternity. The ABCs of being a Christian: admitting that you are a sinner, believing that Jesus died for you, rose again from that grave, and then C, confessing that Jesus is Lord of all. Have you done that? The moment you do that, you step into the win column forevermore.
The most informative prep football show in the state. It's the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on the Big 95 and highschoolfootballalabama.com.
It's a football Friday night back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard, presented by the City of Oxford. John Holder and our hardworking High School Football Alabama team with you on this football Friday night. And we got highlights, folks. Highlights coming tonight. We were out at Jack Stewart Field at Saks, and we're going to bring you the Red Threads highlights. The rest of the high school football season, we're going to be bringing you Red Threads highlights, game highlights from all across East Alabama. We were out tonight at Jack Stewart Field at Saks for the highlights. There you see it, Jack Stewart Field hosting this top 10 matchup between Saks and Piedmont. Coin toss there between number 2 Piedmont, number 10. Saks getting started early. Jack Hayes with a handoff up the middle. And the Saks defense was tough early on, but then you've got Coleman Reed, number 24, with a nice pass, 16 yards from Jack Hayes for the first down for the Piedmont Bulldogs. Then it's going to be Austin Estes on the long bomb. There's going to be a jump ball for it. Possession goes to the offensive player. That's a 38-yard pass play from Jack Hayes. Takes it down to the 13-yard line. And then on the very next play, here come the Bulldogs, their new running back, Braden Morgan, with a 13-yard touchdown run for the Bulldogs. The PAT no good, but Piedmont has the lead at 6-0. Now Saks back on offense. This is going to be the quarterback, Sean Parnell. Great player, running up the middle, getting a big first down for the Piedmont Bulldogs. Then we have a pass play. Nice pass play out in the flat. Sean Elston, a 21-yard pass from Sean Parnell. Then Jalen McCants. This is McCants breaking a tackle, a 13-yard touchdown run. The two-point try was no good. Jonathan Miller liking things so far as the score is tied at 6-6, but then disaster coming in a couple of ways in the kicking game for the Saks Wildcats. First, we have a monster punt return. Austin Estes, one of the fastest players in East Alabama, taking it down the sidelines, a 51-yard punt return to the Saks 19. A couple of plays later, Jack Hayes, a 14-yard touchdown run. The PAT no good, 12-6, Piedmont with the lead. Piedmont head coach Steve Smith liking what he's seeing so far. Here come the Saks Wildcats again on the outside. Great defensive play by Mohan. And then we mentioned disaster striking again. Yeah, there's the disaster again. A block punt by the Piedmont Bulldogs as they get a punt, a missed field goal here. Sloan Smith misses a 36-yard field goal. Remains 12-6, but Piedmont goes on to win the game 28-12. It was 20-6 when we left Jack Stewart Field right before halftime, and the Bulldogs win it over Saks tonight, 28-12. Two great Class 3A football teams out at Jack Stewart Field at Saks. In our Red Threads highlights tonight, by the way, Red Threads specializing in screen printing and custom apparel. You can visit the Red Threads storefront. They're right there on the square in Jacksonville. They have all your game day apparel. They've got great JSU game day apparel. Jack State will have 5 home football games this year. If you're going to a Jack State game, stop into Red Threads on the Square in Jacksonville and tell them, hey, appreciate you bringing the highlights to the high school football Alabama. Pick up some JSU game day apparel as well. When we come back, we've got Region Rundown, more highlights of the Anniston-Jacksonville game, Team of the Week, and a whole lot more as we roll on a football Friday night on High School Football Alabama, presented by the City of Oxford.
My dad taught me to fish right here years ago. But when an old sports injury started slowing him down, I knew we'd need to search for the latest procedures in knee and hip replacement. With physical therapy tailored to his needs, a dedicated team of doctors and nurses, and he'd want a fast recovery time. So where'd he find all that?
Right here at RMC.
Anniston Orthopedics continues to provide a legacy of outstanding sports injury care on and off the field, keeping our players in the game. Anniston Orthopedics offers our Saturday morning sports injury clinic from 8 to 10 a.m. throughout the high school football season. Anniston Orthopedics also offers full-service physical therapy and occupational therapy departments. To learn more, visit our website at www.annistonortho.com. Anniston Orthopedics, located in the Tyler Center adjacent to RMC.
I'm John Holder, host of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard Show. Keller Williams real estate agent Amber Cotton sold my house, and I can tell you she's the best. But don't take just my word for it.
I'm Coach Michael Easley from Montford High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Coach Clint Smith from Jacksonville High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
This is Coach Jonathan Miller of the Sax Wildcats, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Amber Cotton, and if you're in the market to sell a home in Calhoun County, I would love the privilege of meeting your real estate needs too.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
WHMA FM, Hobson City, Anniston, Oxford. WKLS HD3, Southside, and W248CE, 97.5 FM, Gadsden.
Back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard, presented by the City of Oxford. I want to thank our fine friends at Pee Wee Turner Motors. You'll be a winner if you go see them. Lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics. They invite you to check out their quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. They guarantee credit approval. Look forward to serving you and your family. Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. Back in time for more Red Threads highlights. We take you to Watt Mosby Memorial Stadium in Anniston tonight. We were at Jack Stewart Field first, then moseyed over to Watt Mosby Memorial Stadium for the game between Jacksonville and Anniston. Both teams number 9 in the state in Class 4A. There was a tie and they played each other. I can't remember that ever happening before, but it happened tonight at Watt Mosby. Two big rivals there as well in Class 4A Region 4. So let's take out to Watt Mosby Memorial Stadium. When we arrived, it's halftime. It's 14-3. Anniston with the lead over the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Second half kickoff coming to Jacksonville. Pretty nice return here by the Golden Eagles. And Jacksonville starting to get some things cooking, getting some offense cooking in the second half. But the Anniston defense really tough. At the very beginning, it was all the Anniston defense. But then we got a pretty nice run here. Jacoby Zachary with a nice run there for Jacksonville. Then a nice punt by the Golden Eagles, and then we had a very nice punt return here for a couple of yards. Clint Smith, head coach of the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, there on the sidelines, trying to get some offense going. First defense taking care of things first. That Jacksonville defense taking care of business here in the third quarter. Anniston trying to get some offense going, and they did. This is the quarterback, Cam Sandlin. That play was called back. That was a 51-yard run, but that was called back. There's a screen pass. That was ruled an incomplete pass. So this was a defensive struggle for most of the game. We see Rico White, head coach of the Anniston Bulldogs. And then we're going to see Jacoby Zachary. Again, just nothing to do there. Jim Ogle, the fantastic quarterback for Jacksonville, out with concussion. And so they had to really go to kind of a wildcat, bringing Jacoby Zachary into play there. Zachary goes downfield looking for J-Taj Morris for a long pass play. That brought him all the way down into the goal line area, and Zachary with a 2-yard touchdown run. The 2-point run was no good, and Anniston beat Jacksonville 22-9. Not a lot going on while we were there offensively, just that one touchdown from the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. But Anniston had lost to Jacksonville 8 consecutive times. They broke that tonight. Anniston wins it over Jacksonville 22-9. Again, Jim Ogle, the outstanding sophomore quarterback for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. He was on the sidelines, but going through concussion protocol, so they really limited what Jacksonville could do on offense. Zachary did a great job running the football there from the Wildcat, had some big runs, but that Anniston defense really speedy there. And it was just a tough night offensively for Jacksonville, as it was 22-9. We're Anniston beating Jacksonville tonight at Watt Mosby Memorial Stadium in our Red Threads highlights tonight from Anniston. Also want to say a special thank you to another great sponsor tonight, and that, of course, is Anniston Orthopedics. Tomorrow, we had a lot of folks that probably were banged up tonight. We saw that in a lot of games tonight, a lot of hard-hitting games as we began region play tonight. Well, don't wait. Stay in the game. Visit Anniston Orthopedics, 3rd floor of the Tyler Center tomorrow morning and every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. They have their sports injury clinic. This is absolutely free to any athlete. Insurance accepted but not required. Of course, at Anniston Orthopedics, they're dedicated to what moves you. Don't miss their free sports clinic every Saturday morning, totally free, at the 3rd floor of the Tyler Center every Saturday. Anniston Orthopedics bringing you our Anniston Orthopedics score shirts. And we'll be back with more of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard presented by the City of Oxford.
1.
When mealtime calls for the best farm-raised catfish, look no further than Top of the River. With 3 convenient locations, you're never far from the very best catfish East Alabama has to offer. The friendly folks at Top of the River are waiting to serve you the fish that owner Shannon Robertson says they've served exclusively for 25 years and to perfection.
Since '96, I've never served one other type of fish, ever, other than farm-raised catfish.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Carolyn Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You will be glad you did.
The Exmark Radius. This is the mower that cut the lawn where you watched your family explore. The Radius will get you on and off the lawn quickly with the signature cut, comfort, and reliability more landscape pros trust. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard line. Get into a Radius as low as $93 per month with approved credit. Check them out today at Triple T Turf, 204 Anniston Street in Weaver. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to noon Saturday. And Triple T Turf is also your still dealer for outdoor power equipment.
When you shop at Pee Wee Turner Motors, you will be a winner. As lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics, we at Pee Wee Turner Motors would like to invite you to check out our quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. We always guarantee credit approval and look forward to serving you and your family at Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
Cash back. Plain and simple. That's what you'll get on the Noble Bank Cash Back account. No tricks, no gimmicky names, just free accounts that pay you cash back. If unlimited transactions, fraud protection, and refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide sounds like your kind of banking, visit us at noblebank.com and learn more about the Noble Cashback account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. Noblebank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jimmy Newman from Oxford Lumber. I've kicked off many times in my football days, and that's an exciting play. When you're ready to kick off your next building or remodeling project, let us make sure you start your project off right, with the right material at the right price so you can score big and get the job done. Stop by and see our local guys with over 60 years of experience serving you. Come by any one of our 4 locations in Oxford, Talladega, Jacksonville, Roanoke, and don't forget about our low price guarantee.
Back to John Holder and the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard, presented by the City of Oxford on the Big 95 and highschoolfootballalabama.com.
Rolling toward 12 midnight on the Big 95. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. High School Football Alabama, presented by the City of Oxford. And we want to tell you about the Muscle Team. Muscle Team coming up. This is our Young Oil Company Grub Mart Muscle Team. These are the big guys. These are the guys that maybe they're not in the prep spotlight every week for the Alabama High School Athletics Association. They're maybe not out there, in the skill position scoring the touchdowns, but they're the ones that make the touchdowns happen. They're the ones who are throwing the shutout defensively. So we got a couple of big guys that we're adding to our Young Oil Grub Mart Muscle Team this week. We begin with Landon Goins of Spring Garden High School. Let me tell you, last week the 6'3" senior had 7 tackles and recorded 4 sacks in leading Spring Garden to a 40-0 shutout win over number 8 Class 1A rival Cedar Bluff. Goins was a key in leading the number 7 ranked 2A Panthers to holding the Tigers to -4 yards of total offense, a dominating defensive performance by Spring Garden and by Landon Goins. And also, we go to the offensive side. The next member of our Young Oil Grub Mart Muscle Team, Raquez McElderry of Anniston. The Bulldogs, 6'4", 325-pound junior, one of the top linemen in the state. He led the Anniston offense to 32 points in that 32-27 road win over Ohatchee at the Creek Bank. And McElderry has offers from a number of SEC and other Power 5 conference schools across the nation. And those are our 2 newest members of the Young Oil Grub Mart Muscle Team. Now let's go back to our Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware scoreboard and get you all the final scores. And then we've got Region Rundown coming your way. Piedmont tonight, a win over Sacs 28-12. Cleveland County, a winner at White Plains tonight, 20-3. Victory Christian tonight, beating Donahoe 28-7. Oxford over Scottsboro 24-7. Ohatchee, 3 touchdown winners over Welborn 36-15. Anniston, you saw the highlights in our Red Threads highlights, beating Jacksonville 22-9. Alexandria beating Centerpoint 45-22. The Weaver Bearcats winning tonight. Haven't said that in a couple of years. They beat Glencoe 20-7. Cornerstone over JCA 46-24. It was Hoax Bluff over Pleasant Valley 41-0. Ranburn a point better than Vincent 36-35. Lafayette beat Randolph County 34-12. Hanley all over Munford tonight 40-10. Wadley shutting down Talladega County Central 49-0. Central of Clay County beat Sylacauga 23-7. Lynette a winner over BB Comer 26-21. Fayetteville a touchdown better than Horseshoe Bend 28-21. Reeltown a point better than Childersburg 22-21. Winterboro coming from behind to outscore Raglan 42-31. Beauregard beats Talladega 37-20. Leeds upending Lincoln 19-13. Southside a touchdown better than Pell City 21-14. Moody 3-0 with a 43-12 win over Hayden. Cherokee County picks up their first win of the season, beating Springville 35-21. Last night, Corner over St. Clair County 21-13. Tonight, Good Hope beat Asheville 40-7. Sandrock beat Westbrook Christian. Big upset there, 32-13. Gainesville beats Appalachian 30-0. Cedar Bluff wins over Valley Head 33-26. Spring Garden shutting out West End 28 0. Southeastern all over Gaston, 54-20. Coosa Christian shutting down Woodville, 49-0. Oak Mountain beats Gadsden City, 17-7. Etowah shutting out Aniana at Gilbert Stadium in Aniana, 33-0. Douglas, a winner over Sardis. The Eagles are now undefeated, 3-0. They beat the Lions 27-8. And around the state of Alabama, number 9 in 5A St. Paul's beating number 7 in 4A Williamson in Mobile at E.E. Delaney Stadium, 16-12. Bringing you the muscle team, as we said, our friends at Young Oil Grub Mart. Let me tell you about Young Oil Grub Mart. This is Labor Day weekend. A lot of folks are going to be going to the lake. You'll be by the pool. Maybe you're tailgating at Auburn or in Atlanta tomorrow. Hey, how about 99-cent bags of ice, everything that you need? How about the grub tub, the popcorn buckets, $5.99. You buy that, and all the way until the last day of August 2022, you can get absolutely free refills, as many as you want. And they're always taking applications. They have locations from Center to Auburn, Opelika, and all across East Alabama. Apply for a job and work for them at Grub Mart. So we want to thank the folks at Young Oil Grub Mart bringing you the muscle team and bringing you high school football Alabama. Region rundown, team of the week, all of that still ahead as we roll toward 12 midnight.
Aniston Orthopedics continues to provide a legacy of outstanding sports injury care on and off the field, keeping our players in the game. Aniston Orthopedics offers our Saturday morning sports injury clinic from 8 to 10 a.m. throughout the high school football season. Aniston Orthopedics also offers full-service physical therapy and occupational therapy departments. To learn more, visit our website at www.anistonortho.com. Aniston Orthopedics, located in the Tyler Center adjacent to RMC.
I'm John Holder, host of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard Show. Keller Williams real estate agent Amber Cotton sold my house, and I can tell you she's the best. But don't take just my word for it.
I'm Coach Michael Easley from Montford High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Coach Clint Smith from Jacksonville High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
This is Coach Jonathan Miller of the Sax Wildcats, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Amber Cotton, and if you're in the market to sell a home in Calhoun County, I would love the privilege of meeting your real estate needs too.
Welcome to the award-winning Chocolaca Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Chocolaca Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, we are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Chocolaca Park.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
My dad taught me to fish right here years ago. But when an old sports injury started slowing him down, I knew we'd need to search for the latest procedures in knee and hip replacement, with physical therapy tailored to his needs, a dedicated team of doctors and nurses, and he'd want a fast recovery time. So where'd he find all that?
Right here at RMC.
This is the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on the Big 95 and highschoolfootballalabama.com.
Our Dad's Barbecue Top of the River Region Rundown is coming your way in just a couple of moments. Speaking of Dad's Barbecue, we talked about it being Labor Day weekend, and we talked about maybe going to Young Oil Grub Marts and picking up your ice and so forth. You also need to go by and see the folks at Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue, 2 locations to serve you on South Noble Street in Anniston, also McClellan Boulevard in Anniston. They have, I'm going to make you hungry here close to midnight, hickory smoked meats, all those great homemade sides that they have there. Full service drive-through as well as dine-in. You can go through the drive-through and get whatever you need there. If you got a large group that's tailgating, they can handle that. Catering, large carry-out options as well. They can feed a group of any size out of their 2 locations in Anniston, South Noble Street, right there at 202. And also their newly built building, if you haven't been inside of that, a nice building up on McClellan Boulevard in Anniston. Time now for our Dad's Barbecue Top of the River Region Rundown, updated in real time region records. We're going to, in this first week, give you every region involving teams here in East Alabama. And we'll start in Class 1A as we go to that. Not only giving you the overall records, but the region records. What you're going to see there first in the first column is their region record, and then the second column is their overall record. And of course, we will place teams at the top, not according to their overall record, but according to where they are in the region. Tonight was the first round of region play, I guess you would say, the first week of region play. And here it is, Class 1A Region 5, Wadley undefeated, Winterboro, that huge win tonight over Ragland. Victory Christian tonight, winning over Donahoe. Woodland had an open date tonight, and then Donahoe, Ragland, and TCC losing tonight. Boy, I tell you what, it looks like right now that that's going to be 3 really solid football teams at the top in Wadley, Winterboro, and Victory. All 3 of those very impressive in their wins tonight. Now, we move to Class 1A Region 7. Cedar Bluff bounced back very nicely after that loss to Spring Garden last week and won tonight. Coosa Christian for 2 weeks in a row, they have been very, very good. They win tonight at Woodville. Galesville is also very impressive, winning 30-0 at home against Appalachian. Summerton Christian had an open date, but they are 2-0 undefeated. Then you got Appalachian, Valley Head, and Woodville. So again, a lot of teams making some noise there. Some teams that have been down for the last couple of years. Maybe this is their year with Coosa Christian and Galesville. That's what we're talking about in Class 1A Region 7. Class 2A Region 4, this is a really good region top to bottom. We probably have not given this region enough respect. Fayetteville wins tonight. Lafayette wins tonight. Lynette, a winner over B.B. Comer, and don't sleep on B.B. Comer. Wouldn't be shocked if Lynette and B.B. Comer wind up being the top 2 teams in the region. That might have been a region title game down at Sylacauga tonight at Legion Stadium. Ranburn with a huge win over Vincent there at the very end of the game. And then, of course, you see Comer with the loss. They'll be back. Horseshoe Bend, Randolph County losing to Lafayette and Vincent. It's early. This is going to change a lot, but this is a really competitive region. This is kind of like Class 4A Region 4, where there's going to be a couple of teams that are very good left home come playoff time. Now we go to 2A Region 6, and some shockers here tonight. The main one being Sandrock going in and beating Westbrook Christian, the number 8 team in the state, in 2A. They did it at Jack Osborne Memorial Stadium in Rainbow City. Huge win for Sandrock. Cleveland tonight was a winner. They knock off county rival in Blount County, Locust Fork. Spring Garden continues to roll. Still a lot of football to be played there, but Southeastern tonight, that's a team to watch. Maybe the most underrated team in Class 2A in the state is Southeastern. Look out for the Mustangs. A lot of big games still to be played here, but Southeastern and Sandrock really serving notice in Class 2A Region 6 tonight. 3A Region 5. Wow, we had 2 very impactful games tonight, mainly talking about the Piedmont Sacs game and the Ohatchee and Welborn game. Hoax Bluff won, Ohatchee won, Piedmont won. Weaver, look at there, Weaver is 1-0. Now, they're not 2-0, they're 1-1 overall, but they are 1-0 as far as region play goes. And they beat Glencoe tonight. Pleasant Valley took a loss to Hoax Bluff. I'll tell you, Sacs, even though they're 0-1 and they lost to Piedmont, it's going to take a really good football team to beat the Sacs Wildcats. This was an impressive team tonight, but Piedmont, again, has just reloaded. Don't see a weakness on this team. They're good throwing the ball, running the ball defensively. You saw in our Red Thread highlights. They are very, very good in special teams. Had a big punt return that set up a touchdown, and they had a block punt tonight that was very impactful in the game as far as stealing momentum. So Piedmont good in all three phases in Class 3A Region 5. So that's Class 3A Region 5, and we're going to come back with our Dad's Barbecue and Top of the River Region Rundown and take a look at Classes 4A, 5A, 6A, and 7A. When we come back on a Football Friday night on High School Football Alabama, presented by the City of Oxford.
We're the Piedmont Bulldogs, and you're watching the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard. Let's go, Bulldogs!
When you shop at Pee Wee Turner Motors, you will be a winner. As lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics, we at Pee Wee Turner Motors would like to invite you to check out our quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. We always guarantee credit approval and look forward to serving you and your family at Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
Cash back. Plain and simple. That's what you'll get on the Noble Bank Cash Back account. No tricks, no gimmicky names, just free accounts that pay you cash back. If unlimited transactions, fraud protection, and refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide sounds like your kind of banking, visit us at noblebank.com and learn more about the Noble Cash Back account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. Noblebank.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jimmy Newman from Oxford Lumber. I've kicked off many times in my football days, and that's an exciting play. When you're ready to kick off your next building or remodeling project, let us make sure you start your project off right, with the right material at the right price so you can score big and get the job done. Stop by and see our local guys with over 60 years of experience serving you. Come by any one of our 4 locations in Oxford, Talladega, Jacksonville, Roanoke. And don't forget about our low price guarantee.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu now includes burgers, shakes, and delicious cheddar muffins. Large groups are always welcome, and Dad's does catering too. And Dad's offers fast, friendly service, and they're kid-friendly. Dine in or drive through. Dad's Barbecue, family owned since 1985, with 2 locations in Anniston to serve you.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Carolyn Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. Beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums. Our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You will be glad you did.
The Exmark Quest. This is the mower that cuts the lawn that became the place your kids grew up. The Exmark Quest. The cut, quality, and performance more landscape pros trust at a price you can afford. Exmark. Official mowers of the backyard life. Get into a Quest as low as $62 per month with approved credit. Come check them out today at Triple T Turf, 204 Anniston Street in Weaver. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 to noon Saturday. And Triple T Turf is also your still dealer for outdoor power equipment.
We are back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard, presented by the City of Oxford, coming to you live tonight from the RMC Media Center in downtown Anniston. And we're going to be with you a little overtime tonight. We're going to take you all the way until 12:15 here on the show. Want to remind you that you can go to highschoolfootballalabama.com. There's a weekly list of the schedules there. We're adding content every week to our website, highschoolfootballalabama.com. We want you to tell all your friends to share the show, like the show, follow us on Facebook. You can watch the show live anywhere in the world. High School Football Alabama on Facebook. YouTube, go to our channel, subscribe to it, watch on YouTube on our High School Football Alabama channel as well. And we want to tell you that our social media, we're on Instagram, High School Football Alabama, also on Facebook. Go there during the week because we have some advance notice on our muscle team on Monday, Team Tuesday with some other awards. What's Up Wednesday, you'll get a sneak preview of all the guests that are going to be here on High School Football Alabama on Friday night. Thankful Thursday, where we tell you the advertisers we're thankful for here on High School Football Alabama. And then Fan Friday, where we focus on you, the fans. That's also, Facebook is where you're going to be able to go, High School Football Alabama, to talk about our Spirit Scholarship. And this is what's happening. We have 4 scholar athletes from every school in Calhoun County, plus Spring Garden. We have 60 athletes. We are going to work over the next month or so, narrowing that down to 30 athletes. Once we get to 30 athletes, every one of those athletes will receive a $50 gift card courtesy of Farmers and Merchants Bank. And then 2 athletes chosen by you during this entire season on Facebook will each receive a $1,500 scholarship, one for a male athlete, one for a female athlete. We're breaking the voting down according to schools, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have Piedmont and also Spring Garden. Piedmont and Spring Garden from now. I'm looking right here. We are at 12:01. So right now you can go to Facebook and you can vote for Piedmont. You can also vote for Spring Garden. 4 scholar athletes from each of those folks, for each of those schools. You can go and vote all the way until 12 noon next Friday, September the 10th. 2 male athletes, 2 female athletes from both Piedmont High School and Spring Garden High School. Tune in the next week here on High School Football Alabama, and we will tell you the next school or schools that we're going to be voting for. This will take place for about the next month. Once we get down to our final 30, then the final 30 will have open voting again at High School Football Alabama on Facebook to determine the top male and female scholar athlete in our Farmers and Merchants Bank Scholarship Spirit Contest. All right, when we come back, we've got Team of the Week. We've got Region Rundown. Here's some more of our Team of the Week from yesterday as we were out at Alexandria High School at Blue Scale Stadium in Death Valley presenting the Week 2 Team of the Week. There's our tough guy right there from Awards to Remember with a trophy. We will announce our Team of the Week winner coming up in just a few moments. And we also have Region Rundown for classes 4A, 5A, 6A, and 7A with you until 12:15 tonight.
I'm John Holder, host of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard Show. Keller Williams real estate agent Amber Cotton sold my house, and I can tell you she's the best. But don't take just my word for it.
I'm Coach Michael Easley from Montford High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Coach Clint Smith from Jacksonville High School, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
This is Coach Jonathan Miller of the Sax Wildcats, and Amber Cotton sold my house.
I'm Amber Cotton, and if you're in the market to sell a home in Calhoun County, I would love the privilege of meeting your real estate needs too.
Welcome to the award-winning Chocolaca Park in Oxford, Alabama. We believe Chocolaca Park is the place to be, and our fans agree, describing the park as breathtaking, professional, and fun for all. With plenty of parking, restrooms, concessions, and a top-notch staff, we are confident your experience will be second to none. Join us today at Chocolaca Park.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is the home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99, then bring it for free refills throughout the year. And save every day with your Grub Mart Super Saver Card. When you're on the go, it's good to know Grub Mart has everything you need. Gas, diesel, and delicious Oleo donuts. In business over 78 years, visit your local Grub Mart today.
In Alabama, school spirit is in the air on Friday nights. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're giving our customers the opportunity to show their school spirit every day with our new Spirit debit card. We've designed a unique card for every Calhoun County school that includes the school's logo. So every time you use the card, you're showing your school spirit. Come in and get your school spirit debit card today. We've got spirit at F&M Bank. Service, solutions, and strength. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
I can't imagine life without Gwen, but we came dangerously close.
I was having chest pains.
Luckily, there was a hospital nearby that quickly discovered one of her arteries was 100% blocked. A hospital with life-saving technology and the latest in cardiac treatment. with an experienced team of doctors and nurses focused on fixing Gwen's heart. What hospital had all of that?
It was all right here at RMC.
Aniston Orthopedics continues to provide a legacy of outstanding sports injury care on and off the field, keeping our players in the game. Aniston Orthopedics offers our Saturday morning sports injury clinic from 8 to 10 a.m. throughout the high school football season. Aniston Orthopedics also offers full-service physical therapy and occupational therapy departments. To learn more, visit our website at www.anistonortho.com. Aniston Orthopedics, located in the Tyler Center adjacent to RMC.
HighSchoolFootballAlabama.com, the Big 95 WHMA and 97.5 FM are proud to be the home of the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford.
The High School Football Alabama Scoreboard is also brought to you by Young Oil Company Grub Marts, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Regional Medical Center, Aniston Orthopedics Associates, Keller Williams Real Estate Agent Amber Cotton, Pee Wee Turner Motors, Noble Bank and Trust, Oxford Lumber Company, Dad's Barbecue and Top of the River, the Calhoun County Commission, and Triple T Turf.
The High School Football Alabama Scoreboard with John Holder, presented by the City of Oxford on 97.5 FM, the Big 95 WHMA, and HighSchoolFootballAlabama.com.
Back on the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard, presented by the City of Oxford, coming to you live tonight from the RMC Media Center in Midtown Aniston. John Holder, our entire hardworking High School Football Alabama crew with you on this Football Friday night. Coming up within 10 minutes, we're going to tell you what we're going to call who's getting the 3 T's, who's getting the T-shirt, the towel, and the tough guy. We'll tell you that coming up between now and 12:15. Right now, let's go back to our Dad's Barbecue and Top of the River Region Rundown. We'll give you classes 4A and 5A. Class 4A Region 4, which of course is South Alabama. Really good football teams here. There's going to be a couple of good teams that are left out of the playoffs out of this region. But right now, Aniston, Cleburne County, and Handley in control. Both of those are 1-0. 3-0 overall, Aniston and Heflin. Handley now 2-0. Cherokee County has yet to play a region game. They get Aniston next week. Jacksonville, Munford, and White Plains all fell tonight in the first week of region play. In Class 4A Region 6, Etowah won it last year. Looks like they may be a good bet to win it again. Fultondale, Good Hope won tonight. Dora had an open date. Aniana fell. Hansville and Asheville fell as well. Etowah looks like they are going to be in the driver's seat to win that region again. Class 5A Region 4 down to the south. We've got Beauregard, Central of Clay County, Holtville, and Tallahassee. At the top, Tallahassee has not played a region game. Coach Mike Battle's junior team, they have an open date. They'll have their first region game next week. But right now, Beauregard, Central of Clay County, and Holtville on top of that region after their wins tonight over Elmore County, Sylacauga, and Talladega, respectively. Also tonight, as we move into Class 5A Region 6, these are the teams in the northern part of the viewing area. We have Alexandria winning tonight. Corner won last night. Leeds and Moody also won tonight. Moody is now 3-0 overall, 1-0 in region play. Centerpoint, Hayden, Lincoln, and St. Clair County lost. But it looks like right now Alexandria and Leeds, to be honest with you, those two teams are ranked in the top 10 in Class 5A. And it looks like those teams will be the teams that are going to be in contention and probably for the region title game coming late in October. That game will be played at Death Valley in Alexandria. Also tonight, as we take a look at Class 6A Region 7, we told you that Oxford had a better football team than people were giving them credit for. They won tonight at Scottsboro as they won the game 24-7. Arab wins tonight, a big win at Fort Payne. Southside won at Pell City tonight. Springville was in non-region play. Springville playing Cherokee County tonight. So right now, Arab, Oxford, and Southside. Big game next week actually coming up at Lamar Field in Oxford. That game will feature Oxford and Southside. That game will be played at Lamar Field next Friday night, and that is going to be a huge game as far as who wins the region title in Class 6A Region 7. And, of course, our last region, I don't know if we've got this or not, but Class 7A Region 3, Gadsden City was undefeated. They lost tonight, but Hewitt, Trussville, Hoover, Oak Mountain, Thompson, the teams you would expect to be at the top, they are at the top. And that is our Dad's Barbecue Top of the River Region Rundown. When we come back, our City of Oxford Team of the Week. We'll find out who's getting the 3 T's, the T-shirts, the towels, the tough guy, as the High School Football Alabama Scoreboard concludes and rolls on this Football Friday night.
Cash back. Plain and simple. That's what you'll get on the Noble Bank Cash Back account. No tricks, no gimmicky names, just free accounts that pay you cash back. If unlimited transactions, fraud protection, and refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide sounds like your kind of banking, visit us at noblebank.com and learn more about the Noble Cashback account. Welcome to personal banking. Welcome to Noble Bank and Trust. noblebank.com, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jimmy Newman from Oxford Lumber. I've kicked off many times in my football days, and that's an exciting play. When you're ready to kick off your next building or remodeling project, let us make sure you start your project off right, with the right material at the right price so you can score big and get the job done. Stop by and see our local guys with over 60 years of experience serving you. Come by any one of our 4 locations in Oxford, Talladega, Jacksonville, Roanoke, and don't forget about our low price guarantee.
When mealtime calls for the best farm-raised catfish, look no further than Top of the River. With 3 convenient locations, you're never far from the very best catfish East Alabama has to offer. The friendly folks at Top of the River are waiting to serve you the fish that owner Shannon Robertson says they've served exclusively for 25 years and to perfection.
Since '96, I've never served one other type of fish, ever, other than farm-raised catfish.
When you shop at Pee Wee Turner Motors, you will be a winner. As lifelong supporters of East Alabama athletics, we at Pee Wee Turner Motors would like to invite you to check out our quality inventory of trucks, cars, and SUVs at peeweeturnermotors.net. We always guarantee credit approval and look forward to serving you and your family at Pee Wee Turner Motors on Quintard Avenue, Anniston.
A little high school football Alabama overtime tonight presented by the City of Oxford. John Holder, our entire hardworking HSFA crew tonight doing a great job. Red Threads highlights we brought you this week. We kept promising you we were going to bring you new things, right? And tonight we unveiled our Tough Guy, our Team of the Week trophy that we're going to begin giving, courtesy of the folks at Rewards to Remember. And also now Red Threads highlights every week, highlights of select local games across East Alabama. But it is that time of the night, end of the show, as we load things up to, we're going to find out who's getting, look at this nice looking t-shirt. Great t-shirt here. This is courtesy of Anniston Orthopedics, our Anniston Orthopedics score shirts. Why? Because it has the score on the back. Then, City of Oxford, Choccolocca Park, these great hand towels. Every player gets one of these t-shirts. Every player gets a hand towel. The team itself gets the Tough Guy. So we're bringing the 3 T's. All right, who gets the t-shirt, the towels, and the Tough Guy? It's going to be the Weaver Bearcats, winning tonight for the first time since, I believe, November 2nd of 2018. They beat Glencoe tonight at Bill Bryan Stadium in Weaver 20-7, breaking a 21-game losing streak. Congratulations to Gary Atchley and the Weaver Bearcats. We're bringing them the 3 T's, t-shirts, towels, Tough Guy to Weaver. We'll see you back here next Friday night on High School Football Alabama.
High School Football Alabama Scoreboard is a production of Fairfax Garden Media.